missed the first live I did where I went off on the Cajun Navy's conduct yesterday. Hi, Ben. It's nice to see you. That went off on the Cajun Navy's conduct yesterday. There's searchers out there eager to search for Sebastian Rogers, and there was a huge group out there searching. And then all of a sudden, the Cajun Navy comes in and basically shuts down all the searches and hasn't been out there searching. And everybody's like, what in the world is going on? And every day they post that they want volunteers and, of course, media to meet them. And if anybody else comes there, they're trying to arrest people on public property and harassing other YouTubers and TikTokers that are out there trying to aid and help and search for this missing boy that came from all over the country to help. And it is just this, I have two people out there right now that both have had interactions with the Cajun Navy where they were just sitting, doing a live inside their car, away from anybody, not bothering anybody. And all of a sudden they get a knock at their door telling them to get the F out of there. And they're like, I'm not doing anything. Do you own this property? And it's this guy named Skip that keeps changing his name. He was butler over at Riley Strain, and now he's some kind of Skip Parker over at this one. And people are like, wait a minute, why is this guy changing his last name? And so now the two YouTubers that are out there are saying that this is a PR stunt for donations. So I don't know what's going on with the Cajun Navy out there, but they were brought in to organize the volunteers. And so far, all those hundreds of volunteers that we saw out there are gone. Nobody is really searching for this boy out there in Tennessee. And I am just like, and people, like, my car's still not back. So I'm going to be going out there just as soon as I get my car back. I'm not part of any group. I'm going out there to volunteer my time to search for this kid, which I've done hundreds of times before and never heard of problems like this. So I'm starting to call out the United Cajun Navy, along with several of my other counterparts across multiple social media platforms, to say what in the world is going on here, because we had a good slew of people coming in, hundreds of people coming in to want to help, to aid, in this search efforts for this young boy. Bodies matter. Covering a large area in a short amount of time matters. Moving this case along matters. And then we find out that this Cajun Navy is not even SAR compliant, so that's why they're not able to work with law enforcement, is because of their credentialing. And they're wanting to, I don't understand what's going on out there, but I'm coming here to social media. I've got to raise the red flags here on TikTok, because we've got plenty of people talking that are literally boots on the ground out there, ready to search, and there's no direction. There's no place to search. Nobody's allowing these searchers to search. Well, let me say it like this. We're being directed to go to the Cajun Navy to volunteer for the search, but they're turning away searchers. And so now the people that are coming in there to search are sitting there from all over the country that don't even know where to go. How, are they going to search in a group, or do they all have to do, because one of the things is they didn't want all these people doing willy-nilly searches. They wanted to get everybody together to do the searches, but they're trying, every time anybody shows up, they're calling the cops and telling them to get the F out of there. I'm floored. I think everybody knows in their head what's going on. Yes, it's crazy. Check your Instagram message. Welcome, everyone. Double check the screen. But I think they work at the Nashville. Didn't they work with it? No. I mean, they did work with the National, but that was for resources, and that was for a missing person. This is much different. This is, gone to a criminal investigation. So, we can't go and interfere with an ongoing police investigation, but we can search. If there's when I go into town, I usually always reach out to law enforcement to let them know I'm coming into town and just make sure that I'm not going to be in an area that they're at. That's really kind of where I don't want to. I want law enforcement to do their job. That's what they're out there to do. But I also don't want to stop covering ground, because you just never know. And you're never going to find something unless you're looking for it. So that's just kind of the way I am. But this is getting crazy. I don't know what they're doing. And then I saw another post on their Facebook asking for volunteers and, of course, media. It's really pissing me off because, they were out here dogging social media. And I couldn't figure out why they're dogging social media. And then I started hearing them say, oh, they don't want these recorded, but yet they had News Nation on their boat. And so I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on with this? Who cares? I mean, you're out there searching for a body. Who gives a damn who's recording and live streaming it? You're on an active search for a human being. What does it matter? And and I get, if something is seen or saw, you can't put that on, but we would all lose our accounts if something accidentally got seen. So we're, as creators, we're cognizant of that. Thank you, Monica. We're cognizant of that. We know that if somebody's running to an area, that we're not bringing the phone right there and showing you what we're seeing. You're off to it until we realize what's going on, and then we'll bring you around. So, it's not like, and not only that, but everybody that's out there that is part of the social media world are well-known social media personalities. And so they've been around the block a time or two. This is not their first time being out there. This is not their first search. Most of them already have latex gloves in their bags, like me, and little flags, these little, metal things that you just stick in the ground. I even have tape. I even have caution tape. So if I don't have any flags, I can put a freaking huge caution tape around it. You know what I'm saying? And then to make sure nobody touches it. You're not talking about people that were just willy-nilly. We're equipped to do whatever we need to do. And so it's amazing to me, because I know that the people that are out there are equipped to do those things. And now the Cajun Navy's calling the cops on them while they're literally sitting in their cars. They're not watching anybody. They're not recording anybody. Both of them, I think, were on a live in their car, just talking about, just pulled off into this parking lot to talk about a case, and were on a live. They didn't have the cameras on anybody but themselves, because I watched both of these interactions. And these people are screaming at them. I don't want nothing to do with the Cajun Navy. I will not promote them. I don't even want to talk about them. I'm going to call them the UN whatever, UNC, or UCN. I'm not even going to represent them by name anymore, because they don't deserve the plug. And I know good and bad publicity is still publicity. So I know that, and I'm not going to give it to them. I absolutely denounce their practices. I absolutely denounce what they're doing out there. I absolutely denounce the behavior that I personally saw. This is recorded documentation of how they are treating people out there. Hell to the nah. That's all I got to say. So I'm not going to do, I'm telling everybody right now, ignore them. If they're doing searches, nobody can see them. And when they were on Nancy Grace, now they've been out there for days allegedly. And remember, every single day they're calling for volunteers and media. But when they were on Nancy Grace last night, outside of the first day, they haven't done one search. And that was according to their own VP of the UCN. Their own VP says that they've only done the one search, and that's it. So why are you still there calling media and volunteers every day? Why? To scream at the people that are recording you with this PR stunt? Because it seems like it's only the people that are recording their nonsense that they're calling cops on. And then I look in their background and find out that they've done this before. They tried, the president of the UCN ended up trying to put protective orders on 8 volunteers that were denouncing their search practices and the conduct that they were doing. And they tried to silence them. And this is, you guys go search Google. Put Google and protective order. Put United Cajun Navy and protective order in Google, and you guys go read for yourself. I don't have nothing to do with the United Cajun Navy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everybody to please go out and support EquiSearch. EquiSearch is a good organization. They have the necessary training, and law enforcement has worked with them in the past. I don't know who this United Cajun Navy is. I heard that they were a good nonprofit organization, but I trust the people that are out there that are saying, wait a minute, this is a PC stunt. They're not out here searching. All they're doing is calling the media to try to have press conferences, and they're not doing anything to search for this young boy. So I'm having major problems because we don't make money. Many of us, all we get is the little bit of ad revenue we get across these social media things. I don't make money for going out there. I go out there because I really want to find this boy. I really want to find answers out of what happened. I don't care about the clicks and the views. The clicks and the views come from doing the great work that we do. Seeing us out there doing the work, that's what brings people in. But I don't sit there and try to hog the media or anything like that. When I go out there to search, my recording, that's why you guys are on, usually, pinned to me. So I can do my work and you guys just come along. If the live goes down, it goes down. It is what it is. The first thing that comes first is that search. And that search alone. Not the recording, the search. And here they are, and we find out they haven't even searched. Outside of that first day, they haven't done a damn thing but calling volunteers and the media every single day out there. Something's not right with this group or organization. I don't know what it is, but you guys need to check it out yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Check it out yourself. I've got two people out there that are saying they're not even communicating with each other. They know of each other, but my understanding is they've had no contact with one another, and they are both saying the exact same thing. The exact same thing about this United Cajun Navy. So we need to be watching them because a lot of people, a lot of major talking heads, including Nancy Grace, is having them on their panel as this great organization when we're finding out, wait a minute, let's pump the brakes. I don't know who these people are. But the conduct that I personally saw is not that of a reputable organization. And when you start having members changing their last names from one job to the next, we've got a problem. Why are you hiding your last name? That makes absolutely no sense. I'm just saying I don't know. I'm just saying that we need to be looking at them because there's something fishy going on. God bless.